You know, I've been looking for a new work light for in the shop here for when we're working on vehicles or working on the second gen Ram mud truck to show truck project vehicle. And since I have the Milwaukee M18 line and I'm starting to venture into maybe the M12 fuel line, but I ran across this Milwaukee TrueView light stick. So like always, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell because we are going to have a couple more products to review through Milwaukee. So this is their light stick, and I've been looking for something like this to use and be able to be compatible with my M18 batteries. So I'll meet you at the table. We'll do a little opening and check this package out. Like I said, I was in the market for looking for a work light for the shop here, and I came across the Milwaukee M18 LED stick light. Rather than using the drop ceiling light that I have, I was looking for something more portable, so this way if I need to take it on the road with me, take it camping, or do whatever I want, because I have the M18 battery line and the M18 fuel line, so I figured getting a light to be compatible with those batteries would be a win-win. So I came across this one, and this one, the light stick, has 300 lumens, and it'll run for a total of 17 hours on 300 and 36 hours on 150 lumens. So must be dual action light to where it has two settings on it, but it says it's definitely high definition output, meaning that you're going to see what you're actually seeing. It doesn't change the color of the LED light, so it's all going to be natural. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. I just have a razor blade here. Oop. Package is pretty tough and rugged. There we go. The light itself. Here's the light. And there is some instructions in here and probably how to care for your product. And here are the instructions and important safety instructions on the light. But you know what? It's just a stick light, so we're going to throw these off to the side. And here is the stick light right out of the box. And right now I could tell you it's made very durable, and it looks like it could withstand an impact or a drop, just like the rest of the Milwaukee tools. It looks like it's made out of the same material or the same housing that they make their tool line out of. And here is the control button that has the two settings. So before we get into that, I'll put a battery on and we'll test it out. And this is actually, I believe, plastic, the lens cover. But what really caught my eye on this is that right here, there's two screws on this side and there's two screws on this side, which tells me that this lens can actually come off. So this way, if you need to change out the lens, and if the lens gets scratched, all you have to do is order a new lens and change it out. It does have a rotating head as it stands like there, so it will point up this way at a 45. And let's test how far down it will bend. And about the same amount of distance with the downward angle. But what caught my eye on these is that on some garage models, I know they have magnetics on the backs or on the side. I was actually looking for something like that, and it would be real nice if Milwaukee made something where it was also magnetic on the backside. Maybe because you use the M18 batteries on here because they're heavy, I'm not too sure. But what's really good I like about these is that they have these hooks, and all you do is just push it to one side and you pull it out, and it has a hook here. So this way you could hang it. And then with your battery on there, hang it different ways, so this way your battery will determine what angle. There's one hook here, and then there's also a hook here in the handle, and pull that up, pull it out, and it actually rotates back and forth. So let's put a battery on here and test it out and see what type of balance it has. And then we'll go under the truck in a natural setting as if we were working on it and do a little review, a lighting review on this. So let me get a battery in here out of curiosity and see what happens. So here is a M18 red lithium XC 5.0 battery, which we will be using for this product, and we'll just put the battery will slide. And as well, before we do that, here I'll let you see that the battery is fully charged. So we're gonna put that on, make sure it locks, and then I don't want to blind you. Well, you're not really going to get blinded through the TV. So we will angle this way and turn the light on. Wow, that's pretty bright. 3 LEDs in there, and then that's the lower setting. And then off. Let's turn it back on high again. The low setting. And as you can see, it casts a beam here more this way, the length of the light, and then off again. So now with the hook here, so if the hook is adjustable, so let's move this hook back to the back, and it looks like the light can hang horizontal like that. So if you're working on the hood or anything like under the hood, you can hang the light up and it will point down rather than it being magnet. So let's go on over to the truck. We'll try it inside the engine bay, and then we'll try it underneath the truck. Well guys, we are up underneath the truck now, and we are underneath the show truck. So that's because this is what we have in the shop and what we're working on. And as you can see, I do have my shop lights on because I want to do this in a real setting, because I will have my shop lights on while I'm working out here. But let's test this light out while the shop lights are on, and then we'll go up into the engine bay and do a little test on what it would look like with the lights out. But here's the up underneath, and as you can see, there's some dark shaded areas here. So, but let's look up here. I'm looking for a dark area up there towards the front of the engine. That's where the radiator and that will be. So let's put the light here, and I'm going to angle it, and then we're going to turn it on and see what type of light that we could get shining up in there. Wow, that's pretty nice. That really brightens things up, and there's a nice array of light patterns. So if I take a step back and I have that angled up here, that's pretty nice light, I would say. So here up underneath there, let's see if you can see that. Let's take a look up over here. Wow, you can see all the water spots up underneath there down through here. Well, let me re-angle this head down through there, and this way you guys can see how far the light casts. You can see all the way up to the headers and the exhaust pipe up there, and basically all the way up to the front of the engine bay. So let's do a little hang test here. And with this hook, just push it off to the side, pull it up, and we'll hook it up on something here. Let's see, find something. Let's do the exhaust hanger. Okay, exhaust hanger. Well, I'll turn it around the other way and go like that. And I guess you could swivel the light around on that hook. So let's try it on the transmission cross member, because that seems to be about the easiest area here. So got the transmission cross member, and it is now hanging suspendedly. And then now we'll just do the 360-degree rotation. Yep. What I'm curious to know is about this hook here. So let's test that hook out. Hard to do this one hand, and then along with the battery in it. All right, well, let's see here. I'll hang this up here, and there we go. Now if we need to be working on something below that, we could shine it like that. And with the hook, and remember, take into account that this head can rotate, so you can move the head wherever you need to. Let's try it out this way. Yeah, it's a little, with the battery end, it's a little bit heavier. So, it'll tilt it. So the battery pretty much well balances it out. Well, let's take it up top and take a look at the engine bay, and I'll turn the lights off. Well guys, now we're up in the engine bay, and I did turn off all the shop lights, and it is dusk here, almost dark. So however, I do have the blinds open on the window of the garage, but I got the light here, and I'm not sure if you guys could see it in my hand, and I'm just going to put the light on so this way you guys could see it. And this is the high setting, and I'm down here low, so I actually can't see the floor of the garage and everything inside the engine bay. But now I'm going to use this back hook and see how, hang it up high and see what it's looking like. Just hang it up here. Let's see if I can reach that. From the position I'm in, it's a little bit hard for me to reach. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And there we have it hooked up on there, and I'm just gonna equally balance the light out with the hook. Hard to do one hand, because I'm also leaning over the engine here. You guys can't see, I'm up on a step stool. So there we go. So now we have it balanced equally, but I do have it facing towards me, so I'm going to readjust it to where it's more level. There we go. And there it is with the light hanging above on the underside of the hood, and it looks like I lighten up the whole engine bay from it being in the middle of the hood. And as you guys can see, there's the light right there hanging up by the hook to where I have it balanced. And it is totally lighting up the whole engine bay. Now let's put it on the next setting down. So this is the high setting. So let's just knock it down to the low setting and see what it looks like. Gotta find the button here. Here we are. And there's the low setting as far as the light. Pretty much well, lights everything up. I have no complaint about the light. Would I be able to work on something in the dark on the low setting? Absolutely. But the more light you have, the better off you are. There's the off and the high. So the low setting from the high setting is not too much of a difference, just a little bit. So I'm going to take this down, wrap this up, and then I'll be back and give you my final thought. Well, that leads us up to this segment of the video, the pros and cons I think about this. Well, let's start with the pros on why I think maybe this light is a decent light that you guys might be able to use. And I'm not trying to sell you anything or anything like that. If you have the M18 line to where you have a full array of M18 batteries, well, this light will come in handy for you because you could just keep using the same batteries and you don't have to buy different batteries. That's one plus. Another plus I like of it is that it's construction of this durable plastic, and I almost dropped it there. It says it does have a fall rating, so it will hold up pretty decently. The fact that it has a swivel head, maybe I would like the head to tilt a little bit more, but this will suffice. And same thing in the opposite direction. But if you need it to tilt more, well, you just move the light around a different angle and you'll get whatever it is that you're trying to light up. Another pro I like about it is the two light setting. You have your high and then you have your low. Do I wish there was a little bit higher or strobe or emergency? No, nothing like that. One other thing is that the lens can be replaceable. So if you damage the lens, scratch it, or want a new lens on here, this could be replaced. The grip on it is nice. It has nice textured in here. So this way, if your hands are oily or anything like that, the risks of it slipping out of your hand is very slim, especially with the bottom plate on here. It won't go down. The hooks, they're very durable. I like the fact that you can hang it this way and have the light running up and down, or you could run it horizontal this way. And along with the bat, you just got to move the hook all the way down towards the base of the handle and hang it up, and then you have an under the hood light or underneath the chassis light. The battery does balance it out, and you're able to rotate this head any direction that you want while it's suspended here like that. Now with the hook all the way forward, I think they put the hook forward like that. It just throws the balance off. So as you can see here, it just throws it off. But if you need to hook it there to where you're limited on space and then angle the light down, you probably could do so that way. Let's see here. One thing I don't like about it. The only thing, I only found one, maybe two things pending on, pending. The second thing is not a big concern to me. But the first thing I don't like about this, and probably the only thing I really don't like about this light, is that there's no magnetic back on this. And I'm pretty sure that the reason why there isn't is because of the weight of the battery. Maybe if you use a smaller battery, maybe they would put a magnet on the back, or you could put a magnet on the back, but there's no it does not come with no magnet on here that you could clip it onto the side of anything up inside a wheel well or on a frame or anything like that. Because out at the shop, out at Just Auto Body and Customs, we do use ones that have magnet bases and magnets on the side, and they do come in handy. Another thing I don't like about it is I really can't think of anything. The weight. The weight with this bigger battery is a little bit heavier, but like I said, that's not really an issue with me. But that's the only thing I found that I don't like about the this light stick by Milwaukee, the M18 light stick. Very nice, light without the battery. And the hooks are placed, so they really thought that out. But definitely going to use this here in the shop. And I like the fact that it could sit on the ground and you can angle it too. That's a pro I like about that. Well guys, I hope this video helps you guys out on any questions or any thoughts on you getting your hands on one of these M18 stick lights. Definitely a must-have for me here in the shop, and I think I'm going to really use this a lot. Well, I hope this video helped you guys out. Till next time, I'm Joe, driving trucks and hunting bucks is how I roll it. Wicked Fabz!